How's everybody doing out there? This is the Black Effect, the real Black Effect. I want to talk about a pastor that was recently busted in a sting. He was recently caught by the content creator Big Bad Wolf, who's known for going undercover and reportedly assisting law enforcement with doing these undercover stings where they pretend to be a young kid and then and set up a meet with the predator, and when the predator meets him, then the cops can bust him. They recently he caught a pastor, James Stockton. This is a Florida pastor, a former NAACP leader, and he was there. He got caught attempting to meet a 16-year-old boy for sexual reasons. The pastor's been he preaches all over the country. Like this is a he's a head of a church. Like this is a guy who speaks often, speaks about the Lord. And this is what I be talking about. Like it's a false Christianity that's going on. Like you should how can you be a pastor who is a closet homosexual? This man was talking about he wanted to eat the boy's booty, you know, do all type of freaky sexual stuff to the 16-year-old underage boy. First of all, even if it wasn't underage, why is a pastor trying to talk to a man, like a male like that? Don't you understand that that's abomination to God? But you don't have no conviction of your sin. You think that it's all right. It's not all right to do that. And it's definitely not all right to, be going after underage people. But again, the big bad wolf is one of those predator catchers who, as you see, they're becoming more and more prevalent on the internet. I've said this before. A different one pops up every day. It seems to be an endless supply of these guys who just ready to ruin their life over some underage gratification, over getting sexual gratification from an underage person. But yeah, it's a shame on this pastor for doing what he did. He brought shame to his congregation doing this. He should have thought, man, he has no excuse. He should have definitely thought about what was going on and what he was doing before he went to go meet a underage boy for sex. Like, it made no sense for you to do that. And you obviously he has some demons and issues he had to fight because he's in denial. Like he don't even know that understand that, man, you're gay. You committing homosexual acts. Do you understand that? And that's not of God. Homosexuality is not of God. This dude is talking about the boy said it, or the decoy is that's what it was. It was the guy pretending to be a 16-year-old boy. He said, "I'm finna go eat." Then the pastor told me, "Oh, I want to eat your groceries." Like you want to eat some dude, some kids, but something wrong with you, man. You need to repent. This pastor needs to repent. You need to repent and ask God for forgiveness, man, and turn to the true and turn to truly following Jesus. Turn to follow the true Jesus. You were serving a false God. You were worshiping a false God, man. And this is the problem with a lot of Christianity. This is why some people turn away from the church. They blame they put the blame on men and turn away from the church instead of understanding that it's not about men. It's not about man. It's about Jesus Christ. It's about the spirit, It's about you being obedient to God. Don't worry about what other men do. But this does turn on people away from the church because they looking at the pastor like what's going on, man? Like this is what I be talking. They people say this is what I be talking about. You understand? These because you caught him. Now there was no victim, you know, but still, when it says according to Carter, Big Bad Wolf was utilizing social media to go undercover and catch culprits for the past 3 years. He reportedly concocted a plan, posing as a 16-year-old brother, attempting to meet up with the older man in a park of Los Angeles. Per the content creator, he initially posed as a 19-year-old on the platform Grindr or Growler. Stockton allegedly contacted him and their exchange moved over to text messages. So initially, the big bad wolf was posing as a 19-year-old when the guy met him. But it doesn't matter. It's like, what are you doing on gay dating sites? What are you doing? Like, where do you get that that's supposed to be right in the eyes of the Lord? But you a pastor. I tell you, man, this is what, this does give it gives churches a bad name, and people start looking at like this is a fault of God, or or serving Christ. No, oh, this is just something that happens. You find out pastors or men, they not perfect. You find out they in scandals and cheating on their wife, and don't let that stop you from following God and following Christ, man. You know, don't let that stop you at all. Get your salvation, man. Escape from hell yourself. Don't worry about what. Oh man, that's what I be talking about these churches, man. That's why I don't go. That's why I don't do this. Not all churches are created equal anyway, but sometimes the pastor may, do some. He may not be who you think he is, and it's a good thing that he got. The big bad wolf caught him and got him out of there. I'm pretty sure the church is gonna fire him, or make him step down from his position, which is the right thing to do. Church is not retarded. Like, they have to be just. Justice needs to be served. Order needs to be there. So, but yeah, this dude looked like Uncle Phil for real. He looked like a bootleg Uncle Phil. Again, his name is James Stockton, and he's a Florida pastor, former NAACP leader. This dude is getting arrested. You do all that, and he's getting arrested for accused to meet a 16-year-old boy for sex. A 16-year-old black boy. You're supposed to be the NAACP leader, but you want to turn out a young black boy, a kid. You're not being a leader doing that, man. So yeah, hopefully the church go ahead and make him resign or fire him from his position, and he needs to repent, man, while he's in jail and learn his lesson, man. So with that being said, this is the Black Effect, the real Black Effect.